honourable member for Kingston and the Islands.
Mr. Speaker, last June, the Conservative member from New Brunswick Southwest attended a meeting in England held by the International Democracy Union and paid for by the Danube Institute, a right-wing Hungarian think tank.
I'm going to ask the member to try to get to the point as if this relates to government business or to committee chair business.
Hungarian think tank that just last month published a paper quoting the stakes of the Russia-Ukraine war are not Ukraine's sovereignty, but the victory of NATO, the expansion of the U.S. deep state, and wokeism. Coincidentally, for weeks, Conservative MPs have been blocking the modernized trade agreement with Ukraine. Can the minister explain why this agreement is so important for Ukraine?
Members know that I've made it clear on a couple of occasions over the last few days and this week that we will be looking at the issue which was raised by all House leaders, with the exception of one, has raised the issue of the importance of having questions which deal with the administration of government or questions which have to deal to committee chairs. So I have not ruled on this yet, and for this week I've been letting these questions go. If there is a minister that is going to respond, I will allow it this week to be consistent. But I would like to ask all members, please, to try to refrain from this until the Speaker has made his ruling. The honourable member, the honourable minister.
Mr. Speaker, I want to thank the member for Kingston and the Islands for that question. This is a high-standard trade agreement that's good for Canadian and Ukrainian businesses. It's also a strong endorsement of Ukraine's territorial and economic sovereignty as they fight for democracy. We're going to continue to stand with our businesses, including our SMEs and exporters who want to be a part of rebuilding Ukraine, even as the Conservatives try and stall this legislation and dismiss it as woke. Conservatives are standing in the very way of progress for Ukraine, and frankly, they should be ashamed.
The honourable member from Foothills.
After 7 years of this NDP Liberal government, this Prime Minister has not hit a single emissions target. In fact, Canada is ranked 58 out of 63 countries when it comes to climate action performance. It's clear this Prime Minister doesn't have, the only green plan this Prime Minister has is diverting greenbacks from his carbon tax to his Liberal friends. That's right. But when our